defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Yeah.
First down, a run with Cole. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was
None of your guards can get around him.
I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Underneath this. Oh, shit.
On second and 12, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. That takes us from second to third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
You got you.
Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick me up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Right, stop.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes, quick slant, caught by Moore. Past the 35 before it's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So Herman Moore, his first grab of the game, and back in his day, he shattered all the Lions receiving records.
And he did it.
For the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage is coming through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. On first down, it's Gurley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now Mahomes on the bootleg.
No
We got possession on him, and he pulls it
That's
in.
a pick, yo.
1:58 left to play till we
I ran around with him.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's caught. Touchdown. Michael Thomas, 36 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They find some open field here.
Well, clear turn. What the hell is that?
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
That's weird.
Tyreek Hill with a return of 102 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. CJ Mosley, yeah.
And his guys will take over
yeah.
at the 25-yard line.
Rocked them.
And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look at your
too.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
25 yards to pick up there, also a first down. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter. And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, and he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Melvin Gordon taking it in, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points.
Okay.
Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
No, you can handle this one.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken in at the 1.
Yeah.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. On first down, Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Flushed out right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Mahomes now to throw, being chased out left. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And that's caught inside the 35.
Damn, watch out. Watch out, Rob.
Now the offense going to use
Unlock the door, Hazen. Unlock it.
As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Throw that side, complete to Smith-Schuster. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Here, man, come play.
What's that?
Man.
I can't.
Ash. This is me and Mario. We can't see.
Operating from the red zone now,
Cut
Mahomes.
that pizza.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's into
You
the
wanna cut
end
it
zone
for
for the receiving touchdown.
Alright, cut that one.
Juju Smith-Schuster as the first half is winding down. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread.
This top one, Hazel. The bottom one, Ralph. Nah, hold on. Cut the bottom one for Rye first.
Following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Watch your hand.
This is fielded a couple yards
well,
deep.
yeah, you can put it on the plate. Oh, wow. Oh.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the
Hazel,
30.
what did I just say about jumping on that couch? Stop.
14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for
No way.
heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
How he get back there?
Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle.
Yeah, that's how he hit. Oh, he just was on that return. He wasn't running full
Good starting field
speed.
position for him as they come up 1st and 10.
Yeah, someone was telling me to get on Cohen.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
Oh my God! Let me throw that in bounds.
Showing just 3 seconds
Look at that!
left.
Jumped it.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Okay, Hazel.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes.
Thank you.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Fielded about a yard deep.
Yeah, I just killed him.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
I killed him at the Melvin Gordon person. Yeah. Oh, he already down.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Backing him up.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
In the picture.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah. Right here.
The scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see?
Look, when we get the first down, I'm going to get up.
And then the big finish
I'm
with
close,
the tackle.
Sorry. Oh, I might say.
From the gun on 3rd down.
Oh, my God. He got me stuck. I don't want to.
He is going to find Hill here.
No, I fell.
And he lost the football. And the defense
That's corny.
going the other way. And they will take over possession of the football.
Look at that.
Yo,
I fell.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
That's advanced.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes.
Wow. Good defense.
A big
Hold on,
change
I'm
in
about to
field
get to pieces.
position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and
Yeah,
run.
take a chair in there so you
Obviously,
get
they're not
each
where they want to be right now on the
rocks.
scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll
Here,
turn
Rock.
them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that.
And now
Thank
here's
you.
another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of
Yo, Martin, you run it. You run it because I'm out the cut and decrease
Big swing was taken,
it.
and it didn't
Just
land.
from
Nice
off
play
the
by them on defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon.
You little piece.
There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 88 yards.
You done did
And
it
the
all.
Dolphins add on to their lead.
You done mixed both the pieces up and shit.
Those two TDs and why they're up on the
Cut one
scoreboard
from
right now.
both.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because
I cut
he's not worried about the
from
number.
one
Sure, it's
side
great to have
already.
2
You cut
touchdowns. The
from the
bottom
other
line is
piece.
what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Yeah.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Are we on defense? Where?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm talking about
15. A big play there. 45 yards. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one great side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
On 2nd and goal.
No way! Stephon
He doesn't need a lot of
Gilmore.
space for an electric run. He showed that there.
That's
They
what
told
he
us
did.
this
Just
week
kick the
they were
leg,
hoping
man.
he would break a big one. He just did.
And what did his offensive, remember we talked with the offensive line, and one of the guys, one of the stalwarts said, I don't even have to make a great block for him. If I just breathe bad breath on the guy in front of me, often that opens up enough space for him to go.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Oh, wow.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Yeah, I got rid of that shit. I'm just not trying to let them. You getting all the return. That's why I ain't even been getting on them.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield. 3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. Steps it back. He can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Defensive end
I was
gets in
on
there
top of the
that
hill, but
time.
when they
They were
backed
in a
up, I thought she
4-3.
was
What's the responsibility that
running
ends
ball.
versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the
No,
guy
I
who's
did get
gonna
back
throw
one
the
on
football.
it.
The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing
Right,
variety.
get up.
But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. Mahomes now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception.
Stop! Sit down!
Stephon Gilmore. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions.
Bye. Go upstairs, right?
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it?
Bye.
I can't believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it take it away.
And nothing but daylight ahead.
Oh, shit, I'm gonna run out of bounds.
10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tariq Cohen, 83 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
She just tossed it, the whole plate, bro.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Yeah, he's throwing for more.
Rush gets home. Down he goes.
Yeah, more.
Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never put their starting quarterback almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit.
Damn, I was baiting
Down
him.
again. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that Zach and Zach are on their fact sheet.
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to look deep for more. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. There already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front
and the back
really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So a risky move that does not pay off. And, Charles, you take it from the defensive perspective. They had to be a little offended there that they even tried to go for it back inside their own 20.
Highly offended. And they took the ball away and gave it to their offense in a great situation.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
Too.
No, she's at least
on like the full tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind.
Damn.
But he used to sing something about turning out the lights.
Now with him, loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm.
Right, wait.
The ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Right here.
Second
Be quiet.
From the 33-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. Mahomes Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the
Oh,
sideline.
he pulled it out. I thought he was about to take it from him. That animation mean. Yeah, nah, that one mean though, but that's, yeah.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it.
If you would take it out, I'm like, oh, hell no.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Oh.
This is taken in. It's complete. All the way down to the 22-yard line. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. Darius Leonard, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the pressure gets to him again. Lawrence Taylor picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Now a desperation throw deep down. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten.
Damn, I suck for that.
If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, guys have gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Yeah.
He's still rumbling, isn't he?
220.
Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. You and I both know. Well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
You can't do this. 2-1-2.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight
we got like 4
gain.
picks
Just keep that clock ticking.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon.
Oh my God, this is a juke spot.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A couple of 1st downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Again, it's Cook.
Move.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts.
I couldn't see, yo.
It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
I'm doing a route with Tariq. Shit. Yeah, hit Cohen.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's
Cohen. Buddy.
He's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory.
I wanted to juke
They only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Mahomes going to throw.
Catch it!
Complete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Day.